Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. FTX estate sold most of its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. Next, Alameda Research drops suit against Grayscale as GBTC sees outflows. Also, X adds community note to Senator Warren's claims on dodging sanctions with crypto. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles and no speeches on my opinions. Just bringing crypto's news to you. We are a new channel here on YouTube and would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. It does help support the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, FTX estate sold most of its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares, says report. FTX estate held 22.28 million shares of GBTC, but sold more than two-thirds of them at the start of the spot ETF trading. The estate for failed crypto exchange FTX and hedge fund Alameda Research has sold more than two-thirds of its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, shares, according to a January 22nd report from Bloomberg. The report cited two people familiar with the matter as its sources. FTX estate may have raised at least $600 million as a result of the sale. The report claims that FTX estate held 22.28 million shares, worth $902 million at the time, of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust before January 11th. On that date, the trust was converted into a spot exchange-traded fund. More than two-thirds of the shares were sold by FTX over the following 3 days of trading, the report stated, implying that it now holds less than 8 million shares worth roughly $281 million. Alameda Research sued Grayscale in March for charging what it considered to be exorbitant fees. As part of the lawsuit, Alameda claimed that Grayscale was enacting a self-imposed redemption ban that prevented shareholders from acquiring the Bitcoin held by its trust. Most investors had no means of redeeming their shares for the trust's underlying Bitcoin prior to January 11th, and the trust's shares price was 44% below that of the Bitcoin it represented as of June 15th. However, redemptions for authorized participants were opened on January 11th after the United States Securities and Exchange Commission approved the Grayscale Trust to be converted into an ETF. As the expected date of approval drew closer, the GBTC shares discount versus net asset value fell to 1.55%, according to data from YCharts. This made the price of these shares more closely align with the value of the Bitcoin they represented. GBTC is now only 0.27% below its net asset value per share. More than $700 million of Bitcoin has been sold by the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust since January 11th, with some analysts claiming that investors are fleeing the fund because of what they see as high fees. On January 22nd, Alameda dropped its lawsuit against Grayscale. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, Alameda Research drops suit against Grayscale as GBTC sees outflows. The FTX hedge fund accused Grayscale of a self-imposed redemption ban, but funds are leaving quite actively now. Alameda Research has dropped its lawsuit against Grayscale Investments. The suit was filed in March 2023 and sought injunctive relief against practices it claimed were suppressing the value of FTX debtors' assets. Alameda Research's suit sought a court order against the charging of management fees in violation of trust agreements. Those fees had amounted to over $1.3 billion at the time the suit was filed. In addition, The suit claimed Grayscale has a self-imposed redemption ban that discourages shareholders from redeeming shares in the Grayscale Bitcoin, GBTC, and Ethereum trusts. If Grayscale reduced its fees and stopped improperly preventing redemptions, the FTX debtors' shares would be worth at least $550 million, approximately 90% more than the current value of the FTX debtors' shares today, FTX said in a statement at the time of filing. Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenschein was also named in the lawsuit, as was parent company Digital Currency Group, or DCG, and its CEO Barry Silbert. Silbert resigned from the Grayscale board in December. A Grayscale spokesperson told Cointelegraph in a written statement on January 22nd, "We are pleased to confirm that Alameda Research, FTX's affiliated hedge fund, has voluntarily dismissed its lawsuit against Grayscale. Alameda's voluntary dismissal underscores Grayscale's position that this legal action was entirely without merit. GBTC was converted into a spot exchange-traded fund after receiving approval from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on January 10th. Its 1.5% management fee remains high compared to its competitors. GBTC has seen large outflows since its conversion to a spot ETF, leading to a drop in assets under management of almost $5 billion to $23.7 billion on January 18th, and bucking the upward trend of most other spot Bitcoin ETFs. Our next top headline: X adds community note to Senator Warren's claims on dodging sanctions with crypto. Fiat is the preferred currency for financial crimes, said a community note providing context to Elizabeth Warren's January 21st tweet on crypto and sanctions. Social media platform X, formerly Twitter, has added a note providing context to a tweet from Senator Elizabeth Warren regarding cryptocurrency use in financial crimes. Following Senator Warren's January 21st post citing a United States Government Accountability Office report in which the lawmaker claimed rogue nations are using crypto to dodge sanctions, X contributors added a community note. According to the note provided with context they thought people might want to know, a U.S. Treasury report from February 2022 stated fiat is the preferred currency for financial crimes. The seeming rebuke of Senator Warren's claims on the social media platform was a rare occurrence amid many anti-crypto posts during her time in office. On both X and in person at congressional hearings, the Massachusetts senator has often suggested that digital assets are overwhelmingly used for illicit purposes. According to X's Help Center, community notes are publicly visible to all U.S. users and aim to add context to potentially misleading posts. The feature was developed at Twitter before Elon Musk purchased the company, but he also promoted the program as part of efforts to fight disinformation on social media. Since Musk's takeover of Twitter in October 2022, he has used his account to post anti-Semitic and misleading messages sometimes. The watchdog group Media Matters released a report in November 2023 showing that X advertisements for large firms could be featured alongside pro-Nazi content under certain search conditions. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin praised the Community Notes program, calling it an example of crypto values. In August 2023, X contributors used the tool to correct claims that Friend.tech leaked the personal information of more than 100,000 of its users. So this concludes our top headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.